From the sun-drenched Gold Coast, welcome to Club Broadbeach, home of the world's richest bowls tournament.
And Shane Globitz wins the inaugural Australian Open.
The 21-year-old Victorian Aaron Wilson is the Australian Open champion.
Congratulations, Aaron Tees, Australian champion.
The biggest names in the sport have gathered from across Australia and around the globe, all chasing one thing: a share in bowl's richest prize pool.
Corny's done it.
Lara has done it. What a result.
What an Australian Open.
Alongside world title holders and international stars, anyone who fancies their bowl's prowess has the chance to take on the very best and turn a dream run into something truly unforgettable. With the Commonwealth Games right around the corner, the stakes are even higher, with Australia's Jackaroos using one of their final opportunities to sharpen their form before heading to Glasgow, hoping to chase more golden memories.
Here he goes. He's got the shirt off.
For 2 weeks, the eyes of the bowls world have been on Broadbeach and the other 14 clubs on the Gold Coast. The stage is set, the pressure is on. Welcome to the finals of the 2026 Australian Open.
Welcome to the 2026 Australian Open here on the Gold Coast. Welcome to Broadbeach Bowls Club for the 21st edition of the AO. It's great to have your company wherever you're watching around the country and around the world. It's Liam Ellison here with you in commentary, and it's a very special welcome as well to a legend of Australian bowlers here with me for this big week. It all culminates here. Lindsay Clark, welcome aboard for another Australian Open.
Thank you, Liam. It's so great to be here. Another Australian Open on the sunny Gold Coast. Finally, some sunshine. It's just fantastic. Another finals day.
It's been a big couple of weeks, hasn't it, to get to this point, culminating here with these final 2 days.
Yeah, look, it's been massive. The Australian Open is probably the pinnacle event for anyone across the world to play in, and such exciting games. The competition's red hot, so it's the biggest one there is.
It is indeed the biggest Australian Open we have had to date, and they have come from everywhere, Linz, to be a part of it.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I think for bowls in general, like the Australian Open is known across the world as one of the biggest events you can play in. The competition is fierce, the greens are amazing, the clubs are so supportive. It's just a fantastic event.
Up 10% from last year. So look at some of these numbers. Nearly 4,000 unique competitors, nearly 8,500 matches played across 15 different venues.
Yeah, it's a mammoth event, and we additional disciplines this year as well with our mixed pairs and some of our intellectual disability categories. It's just fantastic. And 15 host clubs across the Gold Coast involved. So many volunteers. It was fantastic.
It is the richest open bowls event in the world, and they have come from everywhere to compete.
Yeah, look, it's amazing to see 13 countries represented. We always have, the Canadians and the Kiwis love coming to Australia, but to see so many countries and getting good preparation in for some major events coming up as well, it's just fantastic and adds to the flavour of the Australian Open.
No doubt, there's almost no better preparation for the Commonwealth Games, kicking off in just over a month's time now. How exciting.
Oh, it's so exciting, Liam. The Commonwealth Games is the pinnacle for our sport. We don't have the Olympics yet, so winning Commonwealth Games gold is literally the dream, and we've seen some Australians do it on several occasions. This man in particular, Aaron Wilson, he's given us a lot of highlights over the years, and it's fantastic to see.
It's going to be great to see him there defending his crown. Corey Wedlock and Gary Kelly will be here today as teammates, maybe as opponents in a few weeks' time.
Yeah, it's a great thing about our sport, Liam. They're the best of mates. They've played at Warilla together for many years, and they play for different countries. It's going to be difficult when they become competitors, but fantastic they get to have the opportunity here today.
July 23rd to August 2nd in Glasgow, Scotland. Looking forward to hearing you in the commentary as well, Linz.
Thank you, Liam. Yeah, it should be good fun, calling all the action. It's going to be fantastic, and we hope to see a lot of Aussies in the finals.
We've got 2 big finals coming up today here in the Australian Open. It is our penultimate day of play. It's the men's pairs and the women's signals, and this is how it all will play out, Linz.
Yeah, look, it's fantastic. The Australian Open finals days, they're where you want to be as a player, and defending champions Gary and Corey taking on a bit of a relatively unknown in Jay Norris and Glenn, and then finishing off with Jamie Lee and Cass Miller. It's going to be fantastic.
Cass Miller looking to defend her 2023 singles crown, looking for her second title. Jamie Lee looking for her first as well. And of course, they are the defending champions, Corey Wedlock and Gary Kelly, in the pairs format. Let's have a look at how they got it done in 2025.
It's such a massive effort to get to the final. They've done it 2 years in a row, but we get to relive some of these amazing moments. Gary and Corey, a phenomenal pairing, and they had to bring it all last year against young Jacob Nelson and Kay Nelson in the final, and they did it all, and they got to enjoy the spirits too.
It would have been a great story. The brothers could have got up, the Nelson brothers here in Queensland, but Corey and Gary, they're a formidable team.
Yeah, look, they're just so good, and they are the best of mates, which is a huge recipe to success. And we just see on screen here how much it meant to these two boys to win an Australian Open title.
Certainly going to be a challenge today for Glenn and Jay. Let's welcome in the third member of our team here this afternoon and throughout the week for yet another Australian Open, Clive Adams.
Thank you, Liam, and thank you, Lindsay. Yes, it is going to be another massive couple of days of finals here. And look, the weather throughout the AO this week, the first week was a bit touchy. There was a little bit of weather around, a little bit of rain around, but the sun is shining on finals, and we are very happy about that. So, yeah, it looks like we're in for it's a bit of a breezy day. Don't know how much of that breeze is actually getting out onto the rink. 17 kilometres an hour winds there. It's just hovering on about 21 degrees, and our green speed's sitting at around about 14 seconds. We'd expect that to pick up throughout the day, but starts at around about that 14-second speed. That's going to allow the players to play all the shots, which is going to be, all the players on the rink are capable of playing every shot in the book. So 14 seconds should be a nice starting point to get us underway in this one. Just going to be a fantastic matchup. Great to see a couple of different names and great to see some experienced names. Lindsay's down there with the players. Let's have a chat.
Thank you, Clive. Here I am with the mighty finalists. Gaz, defending champions, here again. What a mission to get here. Tell us, how does it feel?
Yeah, no, it's an absolute honour and it's a privilege to be here, and yeah, it's great to have an opportunity to try and go back to back with Corey, so see how we go.
Tell us, Corey, about your relationship with Gaz. We're going to see you as competitors in a few weeks' time at the Commonwealth Games, but what does it mean to play with one of your best mates?
Yeah, no, it's obviously means everything. We've got a great connection on and off the green, and yeah, obviously love playing with Gaz, and hopefully can put a bit of a show on for the crowd today. Tell
us about this rink, Gaz. Got nice memories here. Hoping to do it again?
Yeah, obviously I've been fortunate enough to achieve success in this rank, so fingers crossed it can happen again, and yeah, it's just awesome to be here, so let's see what happens. Awesome.
All the best to you and the blue team. Good luck. What about you guys? Jay Norris, a bit of a story here. So came in as a substitute or fill-in for Darren Christie, who was playing in the over 60 pairs, and you made it all the way to the final. How exciting?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I was lucky enough, I got asked to fill in the fours as well, and got the final after this as well. And yeah, luckily enough, G's been playing well and we've been going good, and we got here.
Tell us about, you've won amazing titles over your journey. What does it mean to be in an Australian Open final?
It means everything, really. You got to win a lot of games and play against a lot of people to get here, and a lot of quality comes up here to play in this competition, and to make it's not very easy. So the fact that we're here, I think we've won already. So whatever happens, we'll be good from here.
Awesome. And Glenn, what about you? You're a local on the Gold Coast, Paradise Point. I see some support out there for you.
Yeah, and it's good to have the club here. They've been following through a lot of the rounds, and having them down here means a lot.
What about taking on two of the best in the world? What's it going to take today?
If we play our best and play like we have been, we'll be right.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time. Good luck. The stage is set for the men's Open Pairs final.
They are our competitors in the men's pairs here at Broad Beach Bowls Club. Here's a look at their road to the final, Clive.
Yes, and have a look at Corey Wedlock and Gary Kelly, that 19-5 win over Ben Twist and Aaron Wilson. I mean, that is a ridiculous scoreline to beat the quality of that combination by. And then an 18-10 victory in their semi-final to get here over Guy Madigan and Mark Ryan. For Jay Norris and Glenn Klinkert, it's been a closer run. You know, one-shot victory there in the quarterfinal, and then a six-shot victory in the semi-final against Jacob Gelston and Rob McMullen. So it's an interesting one, and we look back a little bit, as we look back even a little bit further, the Klinkert and Norris combination have had some really close matches throughout the tournament. And we look back in the knockout rounds, there's a three-shot, a two-shot, and then that one shot that we just saw against McWhinney and McWhinney Shillington. So does that prepare you better for a big finals moment? Have you had to play the big moments a little bit more? Perhaps, but then you look across at the other team and you've got two absolutely world-class stars.
It's the beauty of the knockout format, isn't it? It can come down to that moment and then you find yourself in the final. Extraordinary run.
We're underway, and Corey Wedlock has started in, well, let's say familiar fashion for Corey Wedlock, because he is, well, pretty much the best lead in the world. I don't think too many people would argue with that, and he started in fine style.
Not a bad response either.
Yeah,
to open up the final.
These early ends, Linz, they're going to be so important, more so for Glenn Klinkert than anybody else out on the rink, because he's going to have to get control of those nerves nice and early.
But he's also got a bit of a quiet confidence about him, Glenn. You know, a couple of the Paradise Point locals in the crowd, Billy Cornell's big mentor there, and yeah, I think just, these first few ends, get them under the belt, try and get a couple of close, you know, as a lead in 3-ball pairs. Don't always need the shot, you just have to be setting up the heads quite well for your skip.
Well, 2 good openers for Glenn. He's just passed with that one. He's got back towards the tee. Of course, we do play respot rules here, so if the jack is propelled outside the boundaries of the rink, we'd expect that to happen with Gary Kelly around, and J-Boy Norris has got those shots as well. Then we will put it back on the tee and continue the end. So no dead ends. As Corey, right in the zone, gives himself a little tap on the leg. I think he wanted that to pull up, and that's the sort of standard that he holds himself to.
Yeah, look, he's definitely one of the best touch players in the world, as you mentioned, Clive, and he's been in some sort of form this Australian Open. Fantastic preparation as they head towards the Commonwealth Games in a few weeks' time.
As you may have noticed, blue stickers for Corey Wedlock and Gary Kelly, and red stickers for Glenn Klinkert and J-Boy Norris. And that matches, of course, the outfits as well.
Been a glorious couple of weeks, hasn't it, here at the AO? How have you both found the week so far?
Look, I've loved it, apart from yesterday afternoon when we bowed out in the semi-final of the pairs by 1 and the quarter-final of the fours by 2. But just as a Gold Coast local, I just love this event, the atmosphere around the community, and, you know, everywhere you go, there's a bowler somewhere and the clubs just get behind it. It's just such a fantastic event to have here.
Lindsay, there's always a bright side. I mean, we wouldn't have had your company here if you'd have won those games. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking in the moment.
I'm sure. Yeah. No, it's look. I watched the first week from afar and saw a lot of the rain and so forth, and the work that the players had to go through to get here. But now they've been rewarded, haven't they, on a glorious day today. We talked about that breeze. So there is a breeze up where we're sitting, but perhaps not so much down on the green.
Yeah, you can feel it a little bit. You see the boys' shirts just blowing a little bit in the breeze, but I don't think it's going to impact the bowls too much.
Gary Kelly looking to get round the front, but just didn't quite have the speed. Now J-Boy Norris with his opportunity. Still holding 1, courtesy of Glenn Klinkert. And this is on a very nice line for J-Boy Norris. Just needs it to climb in round the front now. That's beautifully played. Well, he just rolled on, so we will see. We feel like the green's about 14 seconds at the moment, but we will see it pick up as the game wears on.
Yeah, I think as well we had all that rain, Clive, in week 1, so we've been playing on pretty heavy greens the first week. Obviously, we all know this green for Broadbeach is absolutely stunning and runs quite freely, so it might just take a little bit to get the pace back again.
Gary find a way through here. Wow. He's actually turned and apologised because he wasn't aiming to get through that little gap, but he found it very cleanly. Wow.
He could almost have passed that off as something he was trying to do, but credit to Gaz.
He's made 3. Incredible result early on. J-Boy Norris heading down there to go and have a look. He's not going to like what he sees. Well, I say 3, they are checking, so we'll see if we get a signal from our paddler on the rink. No signal yet, but he might get in there when Joe makes his way back down the rink.
That's a huge dose of fortune, Gary and Corey.
Yeah, I might have been a bit early on the 3 call. It might only be 2.
Got a bit excited with it.
Last chance for Jay to pull it back. The first end of the men's pairs final.
It's also his first bowl on this forehand side. He's looking for it to get down. It's just going to climb around the outside, I think. Well, he's nudged that bowl. That's definitely going to be in the count now. And he's turned the 3rd away slightly, so we'll see. I think they're going to get in there and have a look. So I think that third just got turned far enough out that it wasn't even worth having a look at, so they're just checking for the second. That looks like it will be in. Yep, 2 it is.
Well, it's a very handy start for the defending champs.
Now you both ran through the numbers at the start of the event. 8,444 matches. I mean, who are we kidding? That is just a ridiculous number. And to think that with a competition of that size, you get to a final back-to-back is a massive achievement.
Yeah, it's a huge effort. I think for anyone that can manage to do that. And it's not just a number, the quality of play out there as well. There are amazing matches from sectional play all the way through to the pointy end. Definitely have to be on your game for pretty much 2 weeks straight. You can't afford to have a lapse in performance. I see Corey back to what he does best.
He'll do that all match. And early on, it's going to be up to Glenn Clinker to just try and get bowls in the head and give Jay an opportunity. Because Corey just won't be far away in the lead spot. His temperament, his ability to just focus in and draw the jack. Look at this reply from Glenn, though. He says, I am here. He's a touch unlucky just to turn it in behind the jack, but it's a great shot.
Yeah, to be fair, Glenn did win the first end against Corey, so that might give him a bit of confidence, knowing that he can match it.
That's got to help you steady into the final. Producing some impressive bowls in your first end. Good crowd here in attendance. They were packing in early.
I got here fairly early, and I was nowhere near first. There was a lot of people already sitting in the stands. They know the drill here. Can't really see too many seats vacant. Might be a couple sneaky ones in there if you're in the area and you want to get down here, but it is very much a packed house.
The addition of the outdoor area here now, the balcony out the back, really great vibe here at Broadbeach. If you can't get your seat in there, there's many up there watching inside as well. Such a great atmosphere, great staff, great host venue.
Well, Glenn just needs this to get down and into the area. He doesn't even need shot. Would love it to pull up. Well, it gives Jay a bit more of a look to be able to just be able to have a reference point for playing up to it.
Yeah, it's about as good a leading as he could do there. 2 seconds. He's got the best back as well.
Personalise your set of Aero bowls with any logo you wish. Aero's patented process prints onto your bowl permanently in full colour. Great addition to your club.
I think we'll basically be seeing the skippers play a similar bowl here each. Gary will look to give it a chance to... Oh, he might be going right round the back, is he? Yep. Okay, decided he wanted some cover down at the tee. Didn't quite claim the tee with that, so thinking that with Jayby Norris with 2 bowls in the head either side of the jack, that he might get a bit aggressive, perhaps.
Yeah, I think so, Clive. In our pairs games, I play a lot with Kelsey Cottrell. She likes to get on the tee early.
Well, that didn't indicate weight from Jayby Norris. That if anything, he was under the weight. So just a draw. This is going to be nuisance value. This is going to stick its head out and be nuisance value for Jayby. So he really is almost committed to draw shot now to get round that front. Just wants to just arrive on the jack and just squeeze it sideways.
Not a mile away if he can get down. Needs to get down in.
Fantastic effort. That's why I was saying you would have loved Glenn's bowl to stop a bowl shorter of where it got to, because he just couldn't quite use it to get back. It was just, about half a bowl too far.
Might have done enough for third there, I think, which is probably what he was after.
It's not the worst home either, because if that jack does get squeezed sideways, it could go far enough to get to that bowl. There is a sneaky little pathway up on the forehand through the gap at the front if he wants to get adventurous early.
Yeah, I think this will give us a good indication of Jay's game style here. There is a little aggressive shot up through that funnel. He's got such great touch, though, Jay by Norris. Great singles player.
I think he's going to play the forehand shot. Looking at the discussion between the two guys, I think he likes that forehand shot. It will need to be solid weight. Needs it to get under the front now.
Oh, it was right on target.
Oh, nearly got a little run up to it, but not quite. Crowd were riding that one a bit.
Yes, moments away from the lucky result not to be. So it's back-to-back ends for Corey and Gary. 3-zip after 2.
So 18 ends is the journey here to a title. Kelly and Wedlock on the boards early. And now it just becomes just Jay and Glenn just need to grab an end now and just get their board ticking over.
Yeah, I think anyone that played, you just want to get on the board. It kind of relieves a bit of the pressure valve, especially early on against a quality pair. You don't want to give them any sort of start against you. So
you want to. There's two things you go looking for, isn't it? You want to get a score ticking over, and you want to just find a good shot somewhere. You want to find a shot where you get it and it gets the confidence.
That's right.
Going.
Yeah, just be able to trust the line and the weight. You can't control what your opposition is doing, so. Glenn's had a pretty good start these first 2 ends.
Well, if he's got the run here, his line's great. Yeah, he's played it really well. I was worried he didn't have the run. He got past. I think this might already have picked up a little bit.
It is definitely
since
freer.
the roll up.
Yeah. Maybe not that free for Corey there. Trying to make the correction.
Oh, Glenn's first bowl's in a perfect position, really. Now, really don't try and take the weight off. Just play something similar. He's got a jack-high bowl to play to. Nudge the jack back to his own. Just going to drop around the outside.
Corey looking to adjust. That's going to catch the front one.
Well, this is an opportunity for Glenn. He's got a free look at the jack. A little nudge of it, he could make 2 or 3.
Super smooth technique as well for Glenn. Just needs to get under now.
Oh, he's very close. There's the opportunity, an opportunity taken.
Arrows World Australian Championship.
Perfect setup there, Clive. Like as a lead, your first 2 bowls pass, can work back from there, drop one on the jack, makes it very difficult for your opposition.
And the bonus being the opposition doesn't have a bowl past the jack.
That's a lovely setting here at Broadbeach. You mentioned it, Linz. It's fantastic facility. Plenty of people watching on from the balcony.
How good. Look at that view.
It's definitely iconic. One of the most famous bowls clubs in the world.
Gary just finding Corey's front bowl. Jay by Norris will stick to the backhand side, just try and find a way around that bowl that was just turned up to the jack high bowl of Corey Wedlock. And he's right in the zone. Turns that in front of the jack. That's beautifully played. He couldn't have designed that much better.
Yeah, second shot would be good for here, Gary, now. Getting a little bit of that breeze across the green there. Didn't quite send it anyway, though. But
Well, Jabo Norris will look to get another one in here, but he won't want to set anything up jack high or right next to it. Little touch of the jack wouldn't hurt. Well, that's very handy. Just in front is probably the best place he could have landed. Wow. It's at least 3. It could be 4. There's a 4th one back there that could be in the count as well. Gary Kelly, not much choice other than just try and draw it cold.
yeah, big moment under pressure early on.
Looks quick. Wow. Huge opportunity now for Jabo Norris to play with a nice confident draw shot, because if he touches the jack, he's only making things better. Just has to stay off the front.
Big moment in the early stages of this final.
This is an opportunity for the early lead. Out to a very good line, so he's not going to be anywhere near the front bowls. Now he just needs it to get all the way down. Well, I would think that counts.
Yeah, look, if the other one was a measure, you'd think that would.
This could be up to 5. They've already removed 2. I think 4 was the signal. Yes, 4 shots.
That is a huge collect for Glenn and Jay, and after 3 ends, they have taken the lead, 4 shots to 3. There are 18 ends here in this men's pairs final. We're off to a great start here. 4 shots to 3. Glenn and Jay lead it here on the Gold Coast. 2026 AO. Welcome back to the 2026 Australian Open here in the heart of the Gold Coast, Broad Beach Bowls Club, and it's the men's pairs final midway through the fourth end. And Corey Wedlock with shot on the tee. Glenn Clinchett and Jay Norris searching for their first Australian Open title. They have a 4-shot-to-3 lead after a 4-shot collect in the last end. Liam Ellison, Clive Adams and Lindsay Clark with you in commentary.
Yes, just what they needed was that 4-shot collect to get them into the match, and they've taken the lead as a result. So we'll see how this one eventuates from here, but it looks like Gary Kelly's just missed his weight with that bowl. So Corey's got the shot, and Glenn's managed to get him surrounded.
Yeah, it's been a pretty steady start for Glenn so far, these first few ends.
Well, weight it is from Jay Norris, looking to remove this shot bowl. Well, he removed it.
It's a different
but
one.
He only replaced it.
Probably a better setup for him there now though, Clive. I think you can see a bit of the jack.
It's one of those ones you always prefer to removing a bowl that's past the jack, don't you? It just feels easier to get at. And still value there. J-By's come all the way down to have a look. I don't think he needed to. I think that might just be a settler for him to have a look at it, but he's got a clear look at this bowl and he needs to go up there and get rid of it.
Yeah, I think it's good to see, though, just a settler for Jay, as you said, Clive. A little chat with Glenn. You know, do you think the same shot, mate? A little bit more, you know, just confidence builder for him as well. It's going on him, I think.
So no result. An opportunity now for Gary Kelly to find a couple of feet on his last. Maybe grab a couple and rest back the lead.
Yeah, nice and open for a multiple.
Yeah, 3 goes at this. You'd back Gary Kelly in most days.
Gonna need it to get to turning. Corey's already declared it, so knew it wasn't getting back. The weight was good.
Just the single for it. It's 4 shots apiece after 4 ends.
Willie Tan looking after us on the rink with our scoring.
Yeah, the boys.
He became famous at the AO last year for shooing an ibis off the green on one of our finals rinks.
I did catch that, Clive. Yeah. The boys having a bit of a powwow here. They probably haven't quite turned up to their standard at the moment. Just trying to work out what length they might give a go.
Well, I think also they dropped a 4 in this direction last time, so don't just get on the mat and roll the same distance or the same length. Change it up, and it looks like they're going very long. Well, it's a good jack roll. If you wanted tee to tee, you certainly provided that. So, of course, it's one of the disciplines in the sport that can be underrated.
Yeah, look, there's a big difference between a jack on the tee and lobbing 1 or 2 metres short of that tee. Really takes the danger of the ditch away if you can't get it right up there to the 2 metre mark, as we see Corey do what he does best. Yeah, it's one of our drills in the Jackaroos program, jack rolling, very important. A few years ago now, Corey was leading up in the World Triples final against the Scottish boys and was on a 19-second green at Helensvale and was rolling minimum length ends bang on every single time and just absolutely dominated and won that final in commanding fashion.
Such a crucial skill. All right, well, can he match it up? Can he land another one next to it? He'd love to just tuck it away. It's on a very good line again. Well, it's 2 fantastic bowls to get us going on the 5th end of the match.
He's really in his groove now. Set him up well on the 4th end as well.
Well, and you could argue that he's achieved what they set out to achieve because Glenn was short with his first bowl. So now he just needs to find that correction with his second. He too's out on a nice line, but I'm not sure about the journey. Oh, he's very close. Oh, wow. He's found the gap. That there, what happened there, when you're new to being on a show rink with a crowd, that reminds you that the crowd's there, Lynch, and you go through a little gap and the whole crowd oohs and ahs.
Yeah, I think it feels better because you've got everyone feeling like you do inside.
Yeah.
So just give you that reassurance that, yeah, I was unlucky there, wasn't I? A little bit of a trot here from Glenn. To get down, he's just missed it again.
He'd love one more to try and be in between those two bowls.
Importantly, he did stay up at the back of the rink there, though.
Both leads finding some good areas. Highly entertaining stuff early.
And while we've oohed and ahed, he's still 3 shots to Corey Wedlock at the moment.
Yeah, thanks to Host Plus. Here's a look at some of his leading work so far.
Yeah, it's just no surprise. We know the discipline and the quality that Corey Wedlock can provide in the lead spot. Gary Kelly going to the forehand side so as not to set up any targets on the outside of the jack. And just looks to land in amongst them here. Well, he's played that really well. He's got to a bit of safety at the back. If it's a chance, that counts as well at the moment.
Yeah, I think this longer length just freed Gary up a little bit there, I think, as well. Hadn't quite found the speed just yet.
Looks like both hands have got plenty of turn on them, Lindsay. It's something the players will appreciate. You can trust both hands to turn. You're never short of traffic in the air at the Gold Coast. Something just passed us above.
Bit of a lower flight path, wasn't it?
Traffic in the air, on the roads.
By the sound of that, what was in the air, I don't know that I would have wanted to be on it. It was sounding very buzzy. Now, Jayboy Norris with some weight here, needs some contact.
It's just turning on him. Oh.
So, it was 4 shots to Jayboy Norris and Glenn Clinkett last time in this direction. Could be the full turnaround here for Gary Kelly and Corey Wedlock if Jayboy Norris can't do anything with his last bowl.
Yeah, this long end's paid dividends so far, Clive. 1 bullet left for Jayboy.
Gary once again on a nice wide line here. He's just looking to sneak this into the count. He has. Well, huge moment in the match right now.
We've already seen 1-4 in this one for Glenn and Jay. Now they're staring down the barrel of a 4 themselves.
Close.
This is open.
Needs it to get a piece of jack now.
It's cleared one.
The ball. Wow.
Oh, it's a game of millimetres, this sport.
Cuts it down to 3, and gee, that was not far away from taking the jack for a ride. 7 shots to 4 after 5 ends is the equation.
Could not have got any closer to the jack without movement, and any movement was good for them. Any touch probably gets them 1 or 2 shots. Instead, they drop 3.
Corey and Gary have won 4 of the 5 ends so far in this final.
Corey with another solid starter there, just passing the jack. That's almost A1 position for a first bowl in. Even if you're playing singles, you're very happy if your first bowl lands there.
Yeah, it's a scoring zone.
of the jack for Glenn. Glenn just needs to find a slightly wider line than his previous. And now seeing a bit of a battle of the leaders in this direction in terms of which hand they want to play. And he's done fairly well with this. Yeah, it's right in the zone. The old leaders battle can be an interesting one, Lindsay, when they're playing different sides of the rink. Sometimes you end up having to give in. One side has to give in and say, well, all right, I'll go with you. Because you don't just want to leave an open hand for a player to just have their own way.
Yeah, you're right, Clive. I think if Corey really starts to dominate on that hand, Glenn will definitely have to look at changing up. But I think as a lead myself, like you're pretty committed to what you want to do at the start. Like you're not really too worried about trying to find or what your opposition is doing or what their weakness is. You just want to focus on what you want to do. So start with that intent, but be prepared to be flexible if it's not paying off.
You won't miss a moment if you drink wise.
Roll into your next bucket list holiday today with Tripadil. Coria once again is so consistent leading up.
Gary Kelly, key so far for him has just been finding that range weight-wise. He's had a couple of shorties, but the longer lengths, as you alluded to, Linz, had brought a bit more pace out of his bowl, but as we say that, he's just come up a little bit short again. I'm not saying that's a commentator's curse. J-Boy will go to the forehand side now and just try and draw the shot.
Yeah, Gas just not happy with himself there. So think about it, son.
I wonder whether the feel is that, you know, there's quite, especially Gary Kelly's played a lot of bowls on this particular green and on this rink. Probably normally runs just a little bit quicker, but with the weather we've had around and the moisture that's in the green, it's probably lacking that metre and a half of finish that he's perhaps expecting to be there.
Yeah, I think so, Clive. It's definitely a little bit slower than traditionally is this time of year, thanks to Mother Nature. So we'll just take a little bit just to find it, not overplay it, but just give it that extra yard or so.
Now, as we say that, the surface is still absolutely pristine. It is a beautiful rink.
Yeah, it's always got a really true line out here. One of my most favourite greens. A lot of people's most favourite greens. They could pick a little pocket of it up and stick it in your pocket and take it home. They would. Lots of happy memories out here.
World champion memories out here, Lindsay.
Very true, Clive. A few years ago now. Seems like a lifetime, but yeah, we had our World Championships finals here. Our Australian men winning their fours title here. Ryan Bester for Canada, but our adopted Aussie winning his Australia World Singles against Gary.
J-Boy just playing a bit of weight there and just pushed it through the turn. I think he was sort of waiting for it to turn its head, but just with that extra pace on, just held its line a bit. So one blue is what we think at the moment. It's Corey Wedlock and Gary Kelly. Hasn't been much in it for shot.
There's a little bit of a clash, isn't there, between some of the bowls, Clive, and a pale green as well for Glenn.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the stickers. It gives us a bit of an opportunity to be able to tell them apart. What's he got here? Well, look at that. Landed out the closest red stickered bowl there.
He's happy with himself there, Gaz. Little shake of the head like, yep, that's my stuff.
That's what I do, yes.
Yeah, he plays those just arriving shots really well, Gary Kelly.
Has a really good shot to play. If he nudged the jack down the line, that was okay as well. I think Jay Norris is going to have to play that reaching weight on the backhand again. Only issue is there are a couple of gaps to find.
Once again, it's over to Jay. Staring down a big multiple to convert. Big weight.
Well, Jack's bounced around everywhere, and it looks like it's gone back to Gary Kelly. Yes, it'll be one to Kelly and Wedlock.
Kelly combination.
Well, handed the cutout too. Little apology from Jay, but limits the damage. 8 shots to 4. They continue to keep on winning the ends. 5 of 6 for Corey and Gary so far in this men's pairs final.
Yeah, we see another full length end. 2 from 2 so far for Gary and Corey on this length.
And Corey's opened up with another good one here. Well, it's just perfect leading. Brilliant bowl.
The difficulty to do that, Clive, over a full length end cannot be understated. Incredible touch.
Glenn with a decent reply, just needs it to get all the way now. Well, it's a good bowl. I mean, it's not far away, but it sort of doesn't look great when the opposition's sitting right on the jack.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty for Glenn. And when, anyone out there, you know, when you're playing some of these great players, it really makes you need to lift and try and stay with them and puts you under some pressure, and it's what it's all about. So anyone out there that hasn't entered the Australian Open, get out there, have a crack, see what you can do against some of the best in the business. There's not many sports where you get the opportunity to play against these world champions, Commonwealth Games gold medalists, great human beings at that as well.
Is this one getting down to the jack? It's very close. Just on the outside, finds the ditch. Yeah, and look, this year we've seen a few different names make their way through to the semi-finals and finals, so it shows it can be done. And once again, he's just going to trickle in past, but that's going to be a really nice home. In the bowl there, sitting just alongside the jack, just waiting for that jack to be trailed.
He didn't like it, Glenn.
Corey Wedlock, thanks to Host Plus, really enjoying this tee to tee at the moment.
Yeah, look, Clive mentioned being able to roll that full length is such a skill, and then to be backing it up by sort of dobbing 1 or 2 on it, just passing as well. Really dominating so far on this length.
Yeah, he's been superb. No surprises. It will be at Com Games with the Jackaroos kicking off July 23rd as well. Pairing up with his good mate Aaron Tees.
And Gary just overdoing it there, finding the ditch.
Yeah, Corey's got a couple of close mates in this sport. Teasy definitely up there, and to see their relationship over the years and their domination as a pairs combination, it's going to be fantastic to see them in the green and gold at the highest level, Commonwealth Games.
This is very close. Trails the jack and sits right on top of it. Beautifully played by Jay Norris. Didn't overdo it, just floated it up there. Couldn't overdo it because Corey's back there waiting for movement of jack.
Yeah, Gary's got some options now. Just arriving, a little movement on the jack, sit Jay's bowl.
Oh, he looks interested.
Needs to get down.
Just on the outside. Another one waits.
Yeah, some indication there from Glenn. He can play the same thing or forehand to cover the back.
I think forehand's the way he's going to go. Can still count on the forehand, but getting amongst those 3 bowls at the back would be the desired result.
Perfect there. He's interested, Gary Kelly.
It feels like it needs to hang on this time. Well, he's got the little right off the front. And there's apologies from Corey Wedlock. No, that was a little bit fortunate. He was in the area, but got the little slide off the front and got the perfect result.
He's tight for all money, but he'll take that. And you generally see it in bowls. Hopefully it comes back around at some point.
It's a slight bit of danger now with Kelly and Wedlock owning more of the bowls past the jack, and Jay Norris needs to be careful he doesn't turn 1 down into about 4 down here.
Yeah,
even with a good shot.
True, Clive. I mean, Jay's got the wingest back bowl, which is handy for him. It's whether he wants to take the risk early. I say early, we're a third of the way through the match already.
Well, he has weight. And he's just going to stay on the outside. So it'll be another one on the board to Gary Kelly and Corey Wedlock.
Continue to march here in this final 9 shots to 4 now. Starting to become a very advantageous lead. 7 out of 18 ends down. So we're getting into that mid-portion now of the men's pairs final. Don't go anywhere. Corey Wedlock and Gary Kelly are gunning for 2 straight men's pairs finals here at Broadbeach.
Keno Go. Hit the jackpot. Get up to 40 million with Keno Go. 18 plus only. Gamble responsibly.
The Commonwealth Games are nearly upon us, and Corey Wedlock and Gary Kelly will both be there on the carpet. Here we are in beautiful Gold Coast. It's a stunning day as well for the men's pairs final here at Broadbeach, and we are midway through the 8th end. Corey Wedlock, Gary Kelly in a commanding position at the moment, 9 shots to 4. Liam Ellison, Clive Adams and Lindsay Clark with you in the commentary box.
Yes, can't wait for that Commonwealth Games. There'll be some late nights and some early mornings, no doubt.
Yeah, it's a bit of a new look games as well, with just the 10 sports represented, so fantastic to have bowls there. And I know, a lot of the bowls community and anyone that's going to be able to tune in and support the bowls and para bowls crew is going to have quite a treat.
Yes, it's going to look a little bit more BPL style, the Commonwealth Games this year.
Yeah, look, I mean, we're not foreign to that in Australia. We've had a few editions over many years now, Clive, so it's going to be exciting for the sport. See a great shot coming in there from J-Bai. This is what they need at this point in time.
They already held a couple, but he's just absolutely nailed it there and made as many as 3 or 4 now. Just what they need to climb their way back into this match. The trail by 5.
Oh, big shot coming up here for Gary, but wouldn't this just flip it on its head? I mean, they've only won the one end so far. They could get a 3 here. They're right back in it.
They keep maximising their opportunities. You don't have to win that many ends, I suppose, as long as you get lots when you score.
There's a conversation going on here between Gary and Corey. He's talking about what shot to play, what might happen if they get particular angles on certain bowls.
It's also their last attempt on this end, so... Okay, so it is a reacher. Find a result.
Ooh.
Not quite. It just depends on the angles, but as we say, it's 3 or 4 at the moment. And J-Bai Norris just with the 1 bowl left to play.
Yeah, we see Gary's replay there. I mean, he played the shot he was after, but it was just a bit stiff, not to get the right edge. Big bonus shot here for J-Bai Norris. These are the free kicks that you really need to make count if you're going to win this title.
He's got the room to do it as well.
You can play it confident.
2, maybe 3. Can Jay add to it? Is it going to find the gap? Oh, it's a cracking effort. It will add to the count.
Well, count them up. How many is it? There's 3 already. Yeah.
Massive end in the context of this final.
This should be tight for both these next two. I think the one at the back's just going to miss out. Yep, but I think the one at the front might sneak in, so... No, both measures miss out. Just the 3.
Yeah, a bit of a let off there. Just the 3, but importantly, the Salmon team are scoring.
Well, Jay was unlucky because, I mean, he's trailed the jack and he's managed to trail it to the perfect spot where neither of those 2 bowls counted. They only lost the measure by about an inch on both. So
7 to 9.
Still 9-7 after 8.
Oh, could have been greater damage, but yeah, that is still a really important 3. Back to 2 shots, the differential.
We've played 8 ends. You've won 2 ends and you're only 2 behind. You've got to be pretty happy with where you're positioned in the match, and you've still been playing well. You haven't been far away.
Yeah, got the mat back as well. Still a fairly long end, but not that full maximum tee to tee length.
Tell you what, Lindsay, one thing that has struck me on my visit to the Gold Coast this time around is the amount of construction that's going around this club. There are cranes everywhere. There are buildings going up. There are high-rises. It's just, the Gold Coast just gets bigger and better every year, doesn't it?
Yeah, look, it's definitely booming, Clive, and I think they're going to have to build a 10-storey car park around here soon because the amount of people coming to this venue alone, let alone all the people that live here, as we see a great reply here from Corey. Yeah, it really is a buzz around the Broadbeach area at the moment. It'd be great when they're all finished.
It's interesting. We marvel at Corey Wedlock's work at a BPL, and you know that's in the pristine conditions and the controlled conditions, undercover, not much wind at all. We're seeing him all over the Jack in outdoor conditions right here, and it just shows the quality of the player. It's no wonder that we'll be seeing him on the Commonwealth Games stage.
Yeah, that's right, Clive. And over there at the Commonwealth Games, it's a portable rink indoors in a stadium. I suppose the benefit for Corey is sort of grown up at the Warilla Club, and they've got the indoor surface there as well as some outdoor greens. Best of both worlds.
It does change the preparation for a Commonwealth Games this time around, doesn't it? Because we often, this far into the preparation, for a Northern Hemisphere Commonwealth Games, they would have been searching for the slowest greens they could find and hurling bowls down and getting the arm moving. No such thing this time.
That's correct. So the last Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, Clive, it did exactly that. It was about building the muscle and heaving them up there and needing to get over and get used to that lush green style of play. So this
Great shot again from Corey.
Lovely.
Just brilliant. Just brilliant. There's no other way to describe it.
It doesn't just get round about, Corey. It just absolutely nails it and makes it almost impossible to skip against that. Like there's not a lot on here for Jay. Just needs to try and change something up a little bit.
2 all over the Jack for Corey. You won't miss a moment if you drink wise. Certainly are a few cranes around, Clive. It's booming up here.
Yes. There's one big development happening directly across the road. It's going to be very interesting to see the impact of that. Big buildings right next to greens aren't always ideal.
Yeah, the shadow they cast makes it difficult for the grass.
Jaguar Norris
needs to hurry.
Wow, he was right in the area. One more roll on that bowl would have been enough potentially to create shot. It's such a difficult head to get at for J-Boy, as you said, Linz, because Corey doesn't satisfy himself with close. He gets all over it. What's Gary's approach here, Linz? Does he try and get another one right in there, or are they happy with what they've got in terms of it's very hard to get at the moment?
Yeah, I think the latter, Clive, like Gary's, you see there, putting in a positional one. Don't really want to lob anything for J-Bay to work off. Looks really difficult if you're Jay here.
Best result for Jay is getting onto that bowl that he turned already. He wants to turn that another roll or two, and just get things to splash a little bit.
Yep, played so well the first attempt. Really wants to try and change this up with this second bowl. Give him a real good look for his last.
He needs just to push. Probably wanted another couple of feet on that. Then the line would have been okay. He would have held around the front.
Yeah, we can see there, Corey content with his handiwork. Would like to see Gary position now out to the side.
I'll tell you what. He's under the line. He's actually...
Lucky he's under the weight as well, I think.
Had no intention of that ball finishing there.
Once again, it's those Corey lead bowls that continue to hold. Have a look at that for quality.
Yeah, well, look at the line to start with. I mean, they're all in a line. You've got 7 bowls all in an absolute line and one up the top as well. So 8 bowls all in a line on the rink. And that's what's making Jaybai Norris's job even more difficult here. There's no width to work with.
Put a bit more on it this time around.
He just needs to be careful not to chip his own straight out of there. That's the only issue with this shot. What's he got? Oh, it's brilliant.
Oh, my goodness, what
That
a
is brilliant.
shot.
Wow.
That's one for the highlight reel there.
The key to that shot was weight. He didn't overdo the weight, so he couldn't chip his own bowl out. Wow. Sits brilliantly. However, Gary Kelly's still got a bowl left. 2 shots it is at the moment. If they can hang on to those, we're all tied up again. We had 4-4 after 4. Could be 9-9 after 9.
That'll be a twist for the halfway point of this final. How's it look for Gary?
Needs to hold. He's close. Oh, he's just caught the edge. He snuck past that. He was doing something.
They have fought their way right back into this final. 3 ends won for Glenn and Jay. 3 multiples. And we start again with 9 ends remaining. It's 9 apiece.
Crowd's loving it. Crowd got right into that. There's some warm applause there for Jaybai Norris.
Yeah, I think the crowd just want to see a good game. They don't want someone to run away. I mean, as a player in there, you want to win by as many as you can. But if you're watching this match, you want to see it go right down to the wire.
For sure.
We know they're comfortable with some of these really close matches, Clive. You mentioned it in the lead-up, quarter-final in particular for Glenn and Jay.
Yeah, well, I mean, in the knockout rounds, across 6 knockout matches each, Clinkett and Norris are plus 26 across 6 rounds. So that's what, 4.5 average winning margin. Corey Wedlock and Gary Kelly are double that. They're plus 52. So we know who's been in the close ones.
Yeah, we were talking, Clive, before this game started, that when you're going to win a title, you've got to sort of grit through a couple and grind your way.
There's normally one moment somewhere where if it doesn't go your way, you miss out and you don't find out what you missed out on.
Very true.
And then the other way is that it does go your way and it leads to a title.
Glenn just missing his opportunity there. Really needed to be up to that one. It's a shorter length. Gives Corey another free look at the jack here.
The under-18 started yesterday, Lindsay. I saw a post. 7-year-old Archie Day playing in the Australian Open under-18s.
Amazing.
That's extraordinary.
How good.
It's such a fantastic sport for all.
How is Archie going?
I don't think he won his games, but as a 7-year-old, time's on his side, Liam.
Yes, say that again.
Got a few years to the over 60s are calling.
So I think he's got the box ticked of the youngest competitor here over the 2 weeks.
That's great to see all the disciplines. We had the addition of the hard of hearing this year as well, our intellectual disability. We've got Darren Jackson from Helensvale taking on Damon.
I had a lady approach me and ask me if we knew who the oldest competitor was here as well, because I think she was 85 and competing here at the Australian Open. It just shows you the breadth of people that get involved in the AO. Great effort there from Jaybai Norris, just past a bowl wide of the target, but a handy spot. And a nice little trail of the jack available to him with his next. Well, Gary perhaps didn't want to finish there.
Yeah, it's just given a little bit more of a shelf there for Jay now.
It's funny, it doesn't really widen Jay's target, but it looks like it does. Wants that to clear now. Well, he's turned that up. Don't know that he's done any harm by turning that bowl. It'll be close. Well, maybe he has. 3 was a signal from Corey Wedlock there. And he's closed down the target to get to the jack just a little bit.
Yeah, nothing for narrow on that one, Jay, but still got one left. Couple of catches there in good spots if Jay can get any movement on this jack.
Could be a massive turnaround here. He can go from 3 down to 4 up if he gets this perfectly.
He's just got to navigate that front one. Played two pretty good bowls with his first. Touch wider.
Oh, he's very close. Does he get down to it? Oh, he's found the gap.
Oh, and he's ended up with nothing. Unlucky there for Jay.
Super effort.
I think he even stiff not to get second shot out of that.
I mean, the gap wasn't really there. You can't get through the gap, but he opened it up, bowl went through, and they fall back in place.
I love watching the body language in this sport.
Dirty look on Jay Norris's face as he walked back after that one.
Oh, deservingly so. He couldn't have played that too much better. Opportunity here, Gary Kelly.
Forehand for a 4th. Not sure about it out of the hand. It's still going to be a very handy collect. 3 it is. It reopens a nice lead for Gary and Corey. 12 shots to 9.
They lead 12 to 9 after 10 ends.
If you've just joined us, we'll play 18 ends to determine our champion here. And, of course, still to come, our women's singles final. That will be a magnificent matchup as well.
Yeah, both girls have been in tremendous form. Jamie Lee in the final of the mixed pairs for the chasing the inaugural mixed pairs champion. Australian Open.
And of course, Cassandra Millerick's been here before. Champion before.
And defeated one of the best ever in Kelsey Cottrell that year as well. Fantastic performance all the way through 2 weeks of the Australian Open to get there.
Another nice starter there from Corey. He's not right on the jack here, but from the mat end, and we've got a good look at this one, you can't see the jack. That just makes it that little bit trickier to draw to a jack that you can't see. And Glenn with a good effort as well. I'm not sure it's possible, but I think the crowd has grown.
I think when you mentioned there was a few spare seats, Clive, they filled those in.
Can't see too many now.
We've got lots of people standing up around the edges as well, all wanting a close view of the action.
Corey's been all over this tee all morning so far. One's passing could still become a factor.
Yeah, Lynn's 3 bowls format, as Liam refers to there, that bowl just passing. 3 bowls format, lead always really wants one passed somewhere along the way.
Yep, 2 on, 1 behind. It's definitely the mantra. Ideally, no shorties if you can help it, but we're all humans. So sometimes the brain doesn't speak to the hand.
Some are more human than others, Linz.
Yeah, you wonder why that is sometimes.
Well, thanks to Audica, the official hearing partner of Bowls Australia. For expert hearing care, head to Audica. One up at the walk for Gary.
He's just missed his line with this one. Just going to track across. Just a little bit of both, perhaps, with his next. Can J-By Norris get in here and turn it back their way? They've had a 4, a 3 and a 2 across the 10 ends. So it's been about quantity when they've scored.
A bit of intent there for Jay. Just trying to get some movement. Try and get a little look at the jack.
It's an interesting one, isn't it? Because he doesn't have to play weight at that head. There is a draw shot available, but choosing to play the land or the turn of their own bowl.
Yeah, I think he played a cracker, Clive, last end going this direction on that exact
that style of shot.
Of shot, so might have backed himself in. Is any wider?
He's close.
Oh, he's played it well. He's a bit stiff there. Corey just sticking with the jack still.
And he's really closed this down now. That makes things very, very difficult. The bowl's sitting right on the front of the jack. And 2 down.
Gary just struggling a little bit. He's off to go have a talk to himself.
Yes, he is. He hurdled the side A-frames. It's a brave move. That's almost a high jump for me.
See, Aaron Cheese, great mate of both Corey and Gary, coming along to support. I'll see him in action tomorrow, Clive.
Certainly will. That will be a fantastic matchup as well.
Yeah, Tyson Wilson, his opponent in the singles tomorrow, has been in some sort of form.
Adelaide Masters champion only a couple of months ago. I played Tyson at the Cabramatta Fora side. Very, very impressed with what I saw. We had a great game. It was a really enjoyable game of bowls, and he got me 21-18, I think it was. But I walked away and went, wow, he is in some form.
Yeah, real confidence boost to find that rich vein of form as you lead in towards an Australian Open campaign.
There is Aaron Teese. Having a quick chat to Corey. Here's the weight. There's a response. Oh, it's disposed of it.
Got one out.
Yeah, he didn't want it clean. He wanted some jack as well, I think. It was a great shot. He looks frustrated that it went clean. Still 1 down.
That is a 1 to the blue team.
Good shot, though. Straight up the middle.
Cracking effort.
I think he wanted a piece of the jack because there was bowls at the back that were going, and almost either side was probably favouring them, but not quite.
Halves the damage. 13 shots to 9 after 11 ends. We've got 7 remaining here in the men's pairs final here on the beautiful Gold Coast 2026 AO.
IMF, where better sleep begins for better recovery.
Seven ends remaining in this men's pairs final, the Australian Open 2026, 21st edition. It is Liam Ellison, Clive Adams and Lindsay Clark with you in commentary. And Corey Wedlock and Gary Kelly have a 13 shots to 9 lead. We're over to the skips now here in the 12th end, Clive.
Yeah, a little bit more room that's been left by the leaders this time around. We haven't really had a clear look at the jack too often, Linz.
Yeah, I think Gary's excited about that. He's got a bit of space there to work with. He's come back and nailed it.
Just across the face there, so still an opportunity for Jay Norris to get in here. Just needs to find a couple of feet on his previous.
Yeah, I think these next couple of ends are pretty crucial for Jay and Glenn. Don't really want to allow Gary and Corey to get too much further ahead of them.
The line looks good. He's been called to hurry. You can see why. Well, interesting. We've seen so many bowls all over the jack, and this one, Kelly and Wedlock holding one, but this hasn't quite been challenged. Just going to pass, so I don't think we'll see anything too different here from Jay Norris. He's still having a look as he's walking back, but
just needs a couple more feet, I think, Clive, there. His line was spot on.
I don't think there's any intention to change hands and look to land the bowl or anything like that. I think he'll just be trying to add a foot or so to his last. Starting to get crucial, just to park another end in the books for Jay Norris and Glenn Clinkett.
Yeah, 8 ends to 3 for Corey and Gary. As we've mentioned, they've controlled much of the match.
Has he found a bit more journey on this? Well, he certainly has, but he's past the outside of the jack.
And that is
it's going to be another single.
Yeah, we say a loosish one there. That's probably the looser end that we've seen throughout the match.
Yeah, just made that overcorrection.
So a 5-shot lead to Kelly and Wedlock with 6 ends to play. The 2026 Australian Open men's pairs title.
Back out to their equal largest lead of the final so far. After they led 9 shots to 4 at the end of 7.
Yeah, Corey just losing that jack there as well. Jay going right up. Just wants to know where the 21-metre mark is.
Yeah, I think there is a piece of tape on the A-frame. He's just making sure there is a black piece of tape on the A-frame, so he'll make sure he's just got the right ones so that they're calling it to the right length. Normally, on the full-size bowling green, we do have the marks on the side ditches, but of course they are covered by the wonderful crowd.
Yeah, so a real test here. Corey Wedlock normally loves these real minimum length ends. We see them in BPL. The Ospreys are traditionally known for it. Just dominate.
Still, I like the proactiveness of a change.
Yeah, that's right, Clive. I think if you've lost a match, you want to come off going, you know what, we tried everything. We tried changing the length, changing hands, being more aggressive, less aggressive. Got to give everything a go. Throw the kitchen sink at it.
And some of the local Gold Coast community are enjoying the bowls.
I don't know what's going on. Sounds like there's a boat about to come through. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, has Corey got the distance here? No. So Glenn with an opportunity now to close right in on this jack and make the most of this change of length.
A big change up, tee to tee for the majority of this final.
It's fed it out to a wide line. He's played it well. Got most of the way back. Corey's body language says that he's short again. That's exactly the case.
That's really unusual for Corey. So two misfires. It's up to his skip now.
One thing he did do was force a change of hand for Glenn, and he's just overdone the speed. But if you're going to finish anywhere, back there behind with a couple in the zone isn't a bad place to be.
That's a good response from Glenn. Executing so far on the change of length.
It feels a little bit like a must-win end for Jay Norris and Glenn Klinkert. We were talking about it on the previous end, but 5 behind, 6 to play. You just don't want to let that creep out any further.
Gary's don't know. His weight's not too bad. Just not getting down enough for him there. It's a good look at it. Jay Norris really wants to shut this down, try and get right on top of the jack. Oh, he's played the line, just lacking a couple of feet. Early clap from Corey here.
Well, he didn't quite make the front, so opportunity now for Jay Norris to just pass his own. He can nudge it up, just doesn't want to be nudging Gary Kelly's bowl. He's right in the area here. Oh, I was about to say that'll do, and then he caught the edge of the bowl.
Yeah, I think he was just gliding past if he was around it.
Well, it does guard the front a little bit more. There is a positive to that.
Yeah, I think if you're Gary here, you're probably just setting your eyes on the wing bowl. You beat that, you're pretty close for shot.
So 2 is the count from the marker. Does feel like we're yet to see this shot, but when Glenn and Jay have collected, they've done so with some big multiples. Sees them still in this one.
Good angles.
I don't know that it's getting back, is it? It's trying.
Good angles.
Oh, it got back late.
Maybe. Corey's not sure. It's not his head now to get in and have a look, so. Still 1 to the coral. And clarification, Aidan Davis, the colour is coral, officially.
The official confirmation.
Of the coral of the Gold Coast.
So salmon's in the bin.
Apparently salmon's in the bin.
Jay might have a bit of a licence to just reach here a little bit, Lindsay. Can through his own bowl, turn it up to Jack's okay.
Yeah, potentially.
Or hold to Gary Kelly's bowl.
Half it out, make a couple. In the area, just needs a clear path. Oh, he didn't need that. He was right on the jack for 3. It's
still a great shot. Yes, it just took off the opportunity to nudge the jack. 2 shots it'll be, and a crucial 2 shots it is, Liam.
Sure is. Brings it back to 3 shots the differential. Let's have a look at it, all thanks to Host Plus.
11 to Wedlock and Kelly after 13 ends.
Played it beautifully. If he misses that bowl, he probably gets a little piece of the jack for 3, we think. But still, a crucial end that they had to win, and they got there. And it's, as you say, 5 to play, 3 to get. That's a nice equation to be looking at.
Yeah, they
That goes short again by the look of the lens.
minimum length again. It worked well. This time, though, he won't have last bowl. Back-to-back ends. I'm sure they'd love to see it.
Still haven't scored a 1. They're scoring in multiples. They've won 4 ends of the 13 played. They're only 3 behind.
Yeah, it's good going. I've got a 4, a 3, and a couple of 2s.
Whereas Kelly and Wedlock have scored 6 1s of their 9 ends that they've won. Can be the key, is just not dropping numbers.
So how does Corey adjust this time? That is right on the line. Lovely opener.
Yes, Glenn, just with a bit of adrenaline behind that first one, I think. So we're looking to just drop a little bit of that off. I'm not sure how much he's dropped. This is still going to just find its way past. Well, it is in the zone.
Oh, bit of a noise or distraction there for Corey. Reset.
Really well played from Corey Wedlock. Feels like he's just found that range again.
Yeah, it's not often you see him have a bad bowl, let alone a bad end, so you definitely don't think he'd have a couple of them. Although he is a little bit human, isn't he?
A little bit more of an aggressive line here for Glenn, but I think he's just missed the weight. And that might see, I was going to say it might see a change of hand for Corey, and it does. You'd love nothing more than just to close right in on this jack now, tuck it away a little bit.
Great shots there from Corey. A little bit of a gap.
Drink wise. You won't miss a moment if you drink wise.
It rolled just far enough, didn't it, that it didn't set up a really easy-ish shot for Jay by Norris. There's still a gap there. I still think he'll be interested in landing that last bowl or a little nudge to the jack. Just too wide of it. Fantastic effort. Well, it was either too wide or it was a bit too quick. It's one or the other. You know, if he'd had a foot less weight, his line was perfect. It's one of those you're never quite sure which is the what his intent was. Going for the tee.
Early cover. Gives him options, I suppose. If Jay gets a jack or gets a shot here, he's got 3 in the head already, so he'll be able to attack with confidence.
Not too often a bowl that is about 14 metres past the jack gets a clap.
Here we go, right in the area here, Jay.
Right there indeed. It's going to slot next to Corey's bowl.
Cuts it back to 1. Now the question is, Does the Coral team have... Yes, I'm with you. Does the Coral team have 2 seconds? Because that's important at the moment. Still a good angle there for the jack to move. Even though Gary Kelly got one in behind there, the jack movement is probably more likely out to that the whitish bowl out on the side there.
A couple of landing pads.
He's close. He's very close to a big result here. That's brilliant. Shot from Jabine Norris.
Absolutely perfect, wasn't it? Just nudged that into that zone that you spoke of. There's one to come, though, for Gary.
How's the respot looking now, Clive?
Yes, well, it might be very useful shortly. The call from Corey Wedlock is they could get the back bowl as well. So jack and back bowl. What's he got? He's got 2 of them out. Who's got third? Still one to Jabine Norris and Glenn Clinkett. What a shot from Jabine Norris.
Clinkett by Norris combination. The score
Keeps him ticking over.
Wedlock and Kelly lead.
Now back within 2 shots. It's getting tight as we head to the pointy end.
4 ends to play. The first one that we've seen.
Yeah, it was a real finesse shot there from Jabine. Didn't want too much more of that jack. Played it perfect. Right back in the hunt now.
When I say it's the first one that we've seen, to Jabine Norris and Glenn Clinkett, at least.
Another little jack roll.
He's done well with those short ends. They're about as short as you get.
Yep.
The change has been working so far for Glenn and Jay. 2 straight ends since moving to the short stuff.
Nice opener from Glenn. Well, if by Norris and Clinkett can grab this end, then it will be a race to the finish.
That's what the people want to see, I think, Clive.
Oh, definitely.
They want some value for their money. Re-entry here, but more bowls is always good.
There's a buzz about Broadbeach.
What's he doing with the jack here?
Well played, just running.
It's run far enough that I think Corey Wedlock's now got the shot. Jacks on these pristine greens, they just roll further than you think they're going to. Happens when you roll the jack too. That's why so impressed. Great shot from Corey there. So impressed with these two with their rolling of the jacks, because it isn't easy on these greens.
Yeah, I was thinking that when the jack sort of ran a little bit, I thought, oh, it just goes to show the quality of this grass and the job the greenkeepers have done here. It's not wasted there from Glenn, just sneaking in.
Well, no sooner it left the hand, Jay and Glenn both were looking for that bowl to turn. They both waved their arms to say turn.
Turn your weight into something
It's
great.
probably the last bowl of Corey's there. It's probably forced a bit more of a changeover, I think, from Jay here. Forehand arrive through Glenn's. The funnel's probably a little bit too tight on the backhand.
There's a good shot available here, and he has played these little weighted shots quite well. It needs to hang on. It's close.
Oh, he didn't need that.
Caught the wrong angle.
He's got a couple of those down that side now, Clive.
There's a clear look at those two bowls now, though, Lindsay.
Yeah, look, he played that really well. He's in fine touch, Jay.
There's a clear look at the two Corey Wedlock bowls. That's a good bowl from Gary Kelly. How aggressive does J-By Norris want to get? He can just work off him, get a little jack movement, or he could go bigger. I think I heard same bowl.
Yeah, he played it so well. Needs to get down a bit.
Oh, has he got a piece of the jack? That's the question. Oh, he has. What a shot.
J-By is doing everything in his power to hold the Coral team in this match.
Did he have a piece of the jack? He had all of the jack. Just brilliant. And got it in behind. There'll be weight from Gary Kelly on its way.
Close here, Gary.
Bang.
Well played, Gary Kelly. Lots of room there.
Jack has gone out of bounds. It'll go back on the tee.
It'll be one bowl apiece.
It's a one-bowl shootout for who can win this end. It's currently 1 to J-By Norris and Glenn Clinkett. That won't matter. There's a long way away. In fairness, they have played this length a little bit, so they should know a little bit about getting to the tee.
Yeah. Pretty good response here from J-By Norris.
Very well played.
From minimum to the full length. That's fair.
Going to be very tough to top.
Honestly, you couldn't respot it further away than where it was, basically.
Gary in the area.
How's the speed? He might just be running.
Doesn't want to go in the ditch. No, he's hanging.
It would have been 2 if he did, so it will be J-By Norris. That is a crucial bowl. Drawing to the tee. He's come up with 1. They are within 1. 14 shots to 13. Every end is crucial at this stage of a pairs final, but that's massive, Clive.
Yeah, 3 ends in a row now to J-By Norris and Glenn Clinkett, so they are on the charge.
And we've got 3 ends remaining here in this final. Don't go anywhere here on the Gold Coast.
Broad Beach Bowls Club, it is the place to be as we are working our way through the final few ends here of our men's pairs final at the 2026 Australian Open. And there's a one-shot lead to Gary Kelly and Corey Wedlock, but J-By Norris and Glenn Clinkett are making their charge. They've won the last 3 ends in a row. J-By Norris has just drawn right on the front of the jack to hold 1. And we are in for a fantastic finish here, Linz.
Yeah, Clive, Jay's doing everything in his power to get this victory. He's in some sort of touch.
He's just drawn another in it. He'd be very happy that didn't open up. If he'd caught the edge of that ball and opened up, would have changed everything. Gary Kelly's going to have to come up with something special here.
Yeah, you can just sense the momentum sort of really fallen in the way of the Coral team, and Gary Kelly really needing something special. Just needs to stop it.
Gonna come down and have a look. Don't know whether there's any sort of big weight on for him. The angles aren't wonderful. It is there. With a perfect hit, he could get both bowls.
Yeah, even if he could get Corey off the line with this one as well, he's still got a 3rd bowl left. It's not the easiest head to get to at the minute.
We know he's not shy to use weight.
Been pretty effective with it today as well, so that could come into the equation.
Based on the discussion, I think it's backhand sort of reaching through, looking to pop the shot bowl onto the jack. No, forehand. Okay. I felt like there was backhand to that discussion, but forehand it is. Oh, it's big. Okay.
Oh, he's played a great shot there, Gary Kelly.
All of them go. He hit the backhand side of the bowl, and that's what they were pointing at. It's what made me think that they were talking backhand, but there it goes, and all 3 of them go, and it's 1 to Wedlock and Kelly at the moment.
Yeah, it's been a really effective hit, Gary Kelly, so far this match.
I think J-By Norris is considering going for the bowl, but that's going to leave too much room, I think, for Gary Kelly.
Yeah, I don't know. Gary hasn't drawn as consistently well as he has been doing all tournament. So
you think he can go for the bowl?
Potentially, although J-By has been drawing 2 at a time. So I think there's definitely value to putting him under the pressure. Put him 3
just
three
drawn
down.
2 on the front of the jack. Yeah, look, it's going to depend how they feel.
I think he's indicated draw. It'll either be the best decision ever, or he should have played the other one in a moment.
Nice. Yep. Draw it is. Bearing in mind Gary Kelly's still got a bowl left, and he could draw another one for 2. So has J-By come up with another big bowl here? Needs it to hang on.
To run. He's done it. Good choice, J-By Norris.
Snatches it back. 1 to come for Gary Kelly.
On the big drive, Gary's just going to have to arrive up here.
Oh, touch the jack, he makes 2.
Hit the bowl, touch a jack, draw the shot. Big moment. Corey wanting it to slow and turn.
Oh, it's close.
Slow and turn, got the bit of the jack. Well played, Gary Kelly.
Nudges it forward for shot. Gary Kelly delivers. And it breaks a run of 3 straight ends. The Jay and Glenn.
Outstanding stuff. There was urging on it to start to turn, and it responded.
Some great skipper shots there from both boys.
2 shots the difference, 2 ends to play. 15-13 to Gary Kelly and Corey Wedlock as they try and defend their title. Now this jack, that will pull up. Expertly rolled once more.
He's only lost a 1 jack, Corey, and after that, J-By's team went on the roll. So he'll be very grateful to keep that one at full length.
fairly nice opener here from Corey Wedlock. Just looking to finish off. That's beautifully done. I'm going to say he knew that he was just that smidgen short on that. Now, we're not criticising the bowl. It's a great bowl. But you could see from his body language he was looking for it to reach.
Wheeling it there, yeah.
That's how good a feel that some of these players will have on this surface.
Yeah, again, goes to show that you're playing on a green where you can judge that really easily. Or the quality of players like Corey Ken.
Yes. And he adds another.
Very good leading, Corey Wedlock.
He's been so at home drawing to that tee all match. That's another one that'll stay a factor.
Can Corey close right in on this jack now? He's got two. Oh, I don't know about the speed here. Oh, it's still a very good bowl, but not quite.
He would have been happy for it to sort of be a bit short on the line, a little bit further out to the left, but...
Yeah, on the draw line, you mean, rather than right on the line, which is where he is.
Oh, Glenn not happy with himself here. Don't think he sent it.
Let's have a look at some of Corey's lead bowling today, all thanks to Host Plus.
Yeah, well, you just alluded to it, Liam, that tee length, he's just been all over it. You know, there really hasn't been many bowls outside of that sort of range. And it just gives you a huge start on each end. And that's even that more difficult to turn over when it's a tee to tee length. Back of the rink. Gary Kelly just pops one back there. And once again, it's going to require some J-By Norris magic, Linz.
Yeah, look, he's brought it all game.
He's preferred the forehand in this direction. They're having a look at that now. There's currently 4 shots to Gary Kelly and Corey Wedlock.
Other than that, you draw it on your back. What do you want? Whatever you're confident on, mate, I'll back you.
Bit of confusion here. J-By not sure which hand. Glenn's happy to back what he thinks. He's going with a runner. And
he's turned his back to it.
Yeah, there's too much discussion there. Ended up with too many options and then ended up not picking any of them.
Yes.
I think best thing they can do is go down. I think J-By Norris should go down and have a look at this and really agree with each other what they're going to play. And then come back and play it with a real commitment to it.
It's been in such good touch. J-By on the draw. It's probably committed now.
Joe needs to go and look at this head.
Gary, in front or behind? In front. Back there.
Okay, well, he's switched to the backhand side where he's got access to the jack.
How's the
Tell you
speed?
what, if the speed's right, he's very close.
Oh, he hasn't sent it, has he? Oh.
Well, suddenly, we could be on the cusp of a result. It's at least 4 at the moment to Gary Kelly and Corey Wedlock. If they pick up 5, it'll be game over. Title will be theirs back to back. And let's face it, it's going to take a very good bowl from Jaybai Norris to cut it down.
Certainly be a twist. It's felt like the momentum's been going the way of Jay and Glenn, but back to this T to T. Been getting it done, Corey and Gary. Last opportunity for Jay. 4 down at the moment.
Can he find a way? Needs to clear the front now. Well, he's caught an edge. Well, it will send us into the final end. There's no doubt about that. May have cut it back to 2.
Two's indicated.
And that is a 2 to Wedlock.
2 it is.
Kelly.
In the need.
They lead
4 from it, though.
So 4 shots required to take it to an extra end. 4 shots they got on end number 3 of the match. It's probably on the top end of what's possible, Lindsay. If you're looking for a 5 or a 6, you're probably in strife. 4, there's a chance.
Yeah, especially knowing that you've done it already. Not on this full length that Corey's been dominating on, but they can back themselves at as, you know, I think Glenn's just got to get a couple roundabout, build some sort of head or get some past the jack, leave Jay with some options. See what happens.
Corey just coming up short on that one. Looks like Glenn's done the same, so...
Missed a chance there, Glenn.
Cannot have another bowl short of there when they're looking for 4. He's going to have to make sure that next one gets up there. Remembering you only get 1 shot at this because there's no opportunity to kill the end. So often when you're looking for 4 shots, it's a challenge, but you might kill it a couple of times trying to do it. You can't do that in this format, which means this bowl must reach.
Yeah, trying to trail the jack through here if you're Glenn.
Has he got the trip? Hurries the call. No, it's enough to be in the mix.
Pretty good one there from Corey, passing the jack and in the count.
They're covering a few different homes nicely. Corey Wedlock.
This has to do something here.
Well, he's got through to the jack.
Okay.
Which just shows even more of the value of that Corey Wedlock bowl.
Yeah, going to be difficult now.
I'll hit the jackpot thanks to Keno Go. Win up to 40 million. 18 plus only. Gamble responsibly.
Gary Kelly just needs bowls in the zone here. He just needs a bowl perhaps just past the jack. And it's going to make things very, very difficult for J-By Norris to create 4. So he has passed the jack, but he's dropped in the ditch. So Jay just needs to draw with his first, get bowls in the head, try and build up an opportunity to get that bowl out. But the problem is the red disc bowl is blocking the path to the shot bowl from the mat end. So really he's going to need some magic. But first he's got to get some bowls there that are going to count if he can get that bowl moving. Needs it to run now.
It doesn't.
Well, yeah. It's enough to make Gary have to beat that, that's all. Gary passes that and finishes somewhere between that bowl and the jack. Yeah, warm applause from the crowd. That is probably enough. Don't see how they make 4 here.
Hunting for back-to-back pairs titles. They feel like they've got one hand on the trophy.
Okay, so if we can get a shot just at the head end again, because J-By Norris is going to have to try and sit one of those bowls out. So he's going to have to play weight to try and sit that last Gary Kelly bowl out, sit it into the ditch, so then they've got 3 waiting again, and it at least forces Gary to draw another one. He can't just draw here. He has to actually reach and try and sit one of them out now. Right, so it's Waite looking for some form of movement. What's he done? He's got bowl up onto jack. Still searching for a way that he can make full. There's a smile on J-By Norris's face. He's still got those 2 bowls that he has to, there's not 4 on offer here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very tricky. He'll come down and have a look at it regardless.
So Gary Kelly just needs to make sure he doesn't put any bowl that connects those 2 bowls that they've got in the head. So he doesn't want to put a bowl sort of between them and make it so that you can bounce off and get all 3 of them. So he just wants to finish away from them. If he finishes short and sort of lands in a triangle sort of form, then suddenly you maybe create an option where you can sort of get one onto the other, and then your bowl continues on and takes the 3rd one. That'll all be just what he'll be avoiding. But, gee, it's going to take a lot to go wrong for us to go to an extra end here for Gary Kelly and Corey Wedlock. They are in a prime position right now. That's why you see the backhand shot here. He just doesn't want to be anywhere near the bowls that are in there already. Ideally, he just finishes somewhere near that bowl out there. That's really well played.
Covers that area nicely. So 1 to come for Jay. There'd have to be some magic.
Yeah, they're searching for miracles is what they're doing. Look, he'll give it a go. He's got to hit some bowls up front and hope that everything bounces their way. Any sort of clean run at a bowl or a jack here isn't what he's after. He needs to get some bowls bouncing around.
last chance saloon. Jay Norris unloads the weight. How does it land?
No contact.
That'll be back-to-back Australian Open pairs titles for Corey Wedlock and Gary Kelly. These two great mates prevail once again as a fourth AO title for Gary Kelly, a third for Corey Wedlock. And they had 12 of the 18 ends throughout, a well-deserved victory, Clive.
Yeah, look, they dominated, didn't they, in terms of ends won, and you just can't underestimate how hard it is to go back-to-back at an Australian Open in any of the disciplines. You know, we've seen Aaron Sheriff put all those singles titles together, and now we see these two go back-to-back in a fantastic performance. Congratulations to Gary Kelly and Corey Wedlock.
That'll feel good. Once again, on the winners' podium at the AO, formidable duo. And 17 shots to 14 is the final scoreline. Let's head down to Lindsay Clark with the victors.
Thank you, Liam. Yes, here with our champions again. Corey, tell us about that game, mate. You led phenomenally, those full-length ends. Jay, keep fighting. Tell us, what was it like out there?
Yeah, I just had to keep trying to put Jay under pressure. He was playing fantastic and playing some really clutch bowls. But yeah, obviously it was a little bit tricky out there. The wind was swelling a little bit, so just had to try and get in the area. Obviously, I'm pretty hard master on myself, so I couldn't quite nail it today, but I was pretty happy to just try and get in the area and set Gaz up. But yeah, over the moon to get back-to-back.
Tell us, Gaz, what's it like to play with one of your best mates out here on the best stage there is for bowls?
Yeah, no, it's an absolute honour and a privilege to share the green with Corey. No, absolute one of my best mates, and I love him to the moon and back. So yeah, to share this green and get this back-to-back is absolutely amazing. Yeah, I feel great.
Tell us about people you want to thank. You know, you obviously got new club at Marylands, Warilla, obviously a lot of family and friends as well.
Yeah, obviously I can't thank Warilla enough for the past 7.5 years. They've been a great supporter of mine, and I can't thank them enough. And obviously to my new club, Marylands, for allowing me the time off I need to represent at this level. Obviously my beautiful partner's at home watching, so she couldn't stay here to watch today, but thanks to her, and yeah, obviously Aero Bowls and Ace Sunglasses for their support.
Yeah, obviously just to reiterate what Corey just said, yeah, Warilla Bowls Recreation Club, they've been amazing to me since I've came here and moved to Australia, so without their support I can't continue to do what I do. Obviously family, friends, partner back home, yeah, and of course Aero Bowls, yeah, just amazing, so big thank you to all of them.
This is a huge event, but you've got one more huge one coming up this year, the Commonwealth Games in a few weeks' time. How special it will be for both of you to play for your countries there.
Yeah, obviously it's an absolute honour any time you wear the green and gold. And then I'm playing with another one of my best mates, Aaron Tees, and hopefully we can maybe play against this guy in the final. But yeah, obviously really looking forward to it, and yeah, can't wait to get over there.
And Gaz, our adopted Aussie, but back to the Irish team.
No, that's it. Look, I absolutely love living here in Australia, but of course I never forget my roots. I'm a very, very proud Irishman, so can't wait to wear the shirt for Northern Ireland and represent them, and hopefully I can help them achieve some more success.
Wonderful. Well, a huge congratulations. Our 2026 Australian Open Men's Pairs Champions, Gary Kelly and Corey Wedlock.
Two of the true stars of the sport, Clive.
Certainly are. We can't wait to see them on the Commonwealth Games stage, but we were treated to a fine display by them in this match. Of course, a little slide there for Gary Kelly. That was a crucial moment, actually. Managed to cut that down. Jay Norris played plenty of great bowls in the match, and that little nudge of the jack was important. But yeah, look, he gave it his all. He played plenty of big shots. Of course, he gets the bowl clean there. He would have loved a piece of the jack with it, but it went out clean as a whistle. And Gary Kelly with an important smack of the jack right to the back of the rink there. So we had plenty of highlights throughout this match. That was Jay Norris's reply to that jack to the back of the rink. And, you know, they'll be walking away wondering what might have been, I think, for Jay Norris and Glenn Klinkert, because they were riding it all the way. That was another crucial bowl. Just some massive bowls by the skippers when they needed to be, and appreciation for both teams there.
Those match highlights, all thanks to Host Plus. It felt like Glenn and Jay really worked themselves into the contest as it went on. Let's have a look at the Keno Go play of the day, and it is Jay Norris, Clive.
Yeah, well, as we said, he came up with so many great bowls throughout that match, and this was one of them where he just needed to create something, and he gets down here and he just sits and creates 2 shots. What a brilliant shot when it looked like he had nowhere to go. And he just lands and makes a couple of shots. Brilliant bowl, and that is our player of the day.
Had a magnificent tournament to Jaybai Norris and Glenn Plinkett. So the men's pairs is done and dusted for 2026. Congratulations to Corey Wedlock and Gary Kelly. Back-to-back victors coming up next. It's over to the women's singles. This one is going to be a cracker. Jamie Lee Worsnop and Cass Millerick, who is gunning for her second Australian Open singles title, just after this short break here on the Gold Coast at Broadbeach Bowls Club.